Hello, and I'd like to thank you for looking at our auctions. What I wanted to do with these 4 elbow locks is be able to explain in detail what the conditions of them are. As you can see, every single one of these is rusted very well. Most of it's wrought iron, some of it might be cast, but by and large you will find it to be wrought iron. What we have here is basically a need for a lot of parts or repair. If you have a sandblaster and some paint, you may be able to get this back to working condition. What we actually have here is like a bent piece right here that goes around that lock. This is one lock, and of course there's also these nuts that are attached and may have to be cut off. And that's lock number 1. On lock number 2, it's a little bit better condition, but there is a bend all the way along this front plate, a bend on the top plate, as well as some hardware that seems to be possibly not part of the original package. This nut may or may not be original, and this right here, the key lock cover, or the key hole cover, is rusted in place. There's also some rust right down through here. The plating underneath might need to be replaced. When you look at the hardware mechanism on it, it is pretty much frozen solid, but it is still moving a little bit, so that might function. And what we have is the largest one here. I believe it's the largest one. Actually, we have 2 of them this size. They do both function quite well this way. Rust, of course, throughout. This may or may not be an original nut, and of course this keyhole cover is also frozen in place and rusted. And then what you have on this last elbow lock is a little bit cheaper plating. If you would compare it, I thought maybe these 2 were similar, but they really aren't. One has a plate running down this way over here, as well as a keyhole cover, and the keyhole is closer over here. But regardless, this does also function like that, but of course it would probably be best to take this apart, possibly even rebuild it, but still it's a neat piece of Americana. That's what you have. You have 4 locks. They're being sold for parts or repair only. You're welcome to ask any questions or request additional pictures. We want you to realize that these items are being sold as is because of condition. But if you're redoing an old house, these would really be neat things to put on the doors. Of course, this would be only for a solid wood door, not a hollow core door, in case you were thinking about placing them on that. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me or request additional pictures. Thanks for looking at our auctions. Bye now.